very special treat. Children have spent over a month working on this presentation, so sit back, relax, please turn your cell phones off, and just enjoy this wonderful talent. When we're finished, I'll come out, have a couple of closing remarks, and we'll be on our way home. Thanks for coming.
There she is. Right there, second row on the left.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
I declare that these united colonies are in the right to be free and independent states, that they are absolved from all allegiance to the British Crown, and that all political connection between them and the state of Great Britain is and ought to be totally dissolved.
Oh, I see it with the white shirt on.
Well, gentlemen, here we are in Philadelphia. There's been quite some talk about the next few days.
Yes, it seems as though we've been talking about independence for years now.
And what with all the rubbish King George and his royal governor's been throwing our way?
I think the straw that broke the camel's back was that pamphlet by Thomas Paine.
was a day British soldiers actually took colonists' lives. The Boston Massacre was the most convincing argument yet from independence from that bloody king. That's right, and by the time things boiled over Lexington and Concord, there was no turning back. It was a done deal.
Intolerable acts, anti-British sentiment increased. As a result, volunteer militia units called Minutemen were developed. Minutemen were to be able to take up arms and defend their freedom at a minute's notice. In 1775, British General Gage learned of militia weapon stores in Concord, Massachusetts. Knowing what was happening in Concord, General Gage planned to raid the Minutemen stores. But on his famed midnight ride, Paul Revere warned the people of Gage's plans. So on the Lexington Green, Minutemen were prepared for the British soldiers. The Minutemen's leader gave his soldiers the following order.
Don't fire unless you are fired upon, but if they want war, let it begin here.
So, Thomas, tell us, how's your declaration job coming?
It is a great responsibility when I question myself up to, how's I got this job anyway, and why not you, Franklin?
Oh, come, Jefferson. It's well known you're the man for the job. In whose hand is the pen more articulate? Well, there it is. To Thomas. Thomas.
When time came to write the Declaration, a committee of five was chosen. Sherman, Livingston, and Franklin, John Adams, and Thomas Jefferson.
I said I will not. You shall do it.
Oh no, why not? You ought to do it.
I will not.
Why not?
Reasons enough.
Why? What can be your reasons?
Reason at first, you are a Virginia, and Virginia ought to appear at the head of this business. Reason the second, I am obnoxious, suspected, and unpopular. You are very much otherwise. Reason the third, you can write 10 times better than I can.
Well, I, for one, am glad it was you that was chosen to write this declaration. It says that there is to be a tarring and feathering tomorrow evening.
For the life of you, I cannot understand why you would do such a horrible thing. I agree. Tarring and feathering is absolutely barbaric. Gentlemen, it'll be great fun. Come on.
One would think it easier for the king to just get rid of this problem.
Well, he doesn't seem to be losing interest. Think of all these tattletale Tories running about. I'd say we have just the thing for those rats.
I beg you, please, sirs, don't do it. I'm starting to see the light. I beg you, please, sirs, for your mercy, mercy. In the days that followed the Boston Massacre, colonial sentiment for continued allegiance to the crown declined. Samuel Adams organized a band of patriots called the Sons of Liberty to help promote the idea of independence. Colonial legislatures began to resist the King's royal governors. In his essay, Common Sense, Thomas Paine argued convincingly for independence. This pamphlet served as a catalyst to action for colonists yet wavering on this issue.
the meddling Brits are developing nicely.
And it won't be soon enough.
Say, wasn't it a fine time the night Samuel Adams organized the Boston Tea Party?
Ah, yes, darning ourselves like Mohawk Indians. The captains of those ships didn't know what hit them.
Or I'd say to the poor fish.
I'm not sure drinking tea will ever be the same.
Would you care to partake in a tea party? Not like when you're particularly used to, but just like Mohawks storming about the
Gentlemen, I must confess, I cannot understand why you won't go our way. Adams, look, it's not that the concept of the independence is so bad. It's just attaining it seems like a long shot. Not to mention, by signing this resolution, we will be putting ourselves in King George's treason list. Yes, but... No, Sam. Willing has a point, but for me, it's different. England is where our families came from. My grandparents lived there and died there. My parents were raised there. England is our mother country. Granted, she's fraying our relationship. There's still a chance of making amends. Also, think of the price in life such a fight for independence could be. I love this land, but I love England as well. Thus, I cannot support this resolution. Sam, I'm sorry, but I cannot. Far from these shores on England shores, tide the same waters that we sailed here. Our motherland break is at hand. Might we wish to reconsider?
Well, I must be on my way, gentlemen. We've got a long night ahead of me.
Good night, Thomas. Good luck on your writing.
We know it'll be fine, Jefferson. See you in the morning.
Now, how will this sound? We hold
be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness.
The following morning, the 4th of July, 1776, our founding fathers signed the Declaration of Independence. One can imagine there must have been mixed feelings, excitement certainly, but also concern for the challenges they would likely face in the days to come.
Well, we did it. That's right, we did it.
Are you sure we did the right thing?
Of course we did the right thing. And now is not the time to be looking back.
He's right. Remember what Thomas Paine said? These are the times that try men's soul. The summer soldier and the sunshine patriot will, in this crisis, shrink from the service of their country. Tyranny, like hell, is not easily conquered.
And think of it, a new country with new freedoms where all men are considered to be created equal. This could go down as one of the greatest moments in history.
Gentlemen, I propose a toast to the youngest and indeed greatest country on this great globe, the United States of America. Hear, hear!
Let's give him another round of applause. That was a lot of work put into that performance, and they did an awesome job. Awesome job. It's hard to believe. Let's give a little special round of applause to our fourth graders who are already leaving us as West Elementary girls in the last performance. Yes, we were just talking about it yesterday, fourth graders when we were kindergartners, and that silly leprechaun came around and told you how he got big for one thing, but it goes fast, you all know that. I have a couple of friends that are going to come out. They'd like to thank Mr. Dykman.
We would also like to thank Mrs.
Well, thank you for being such a warm crowd. I know your children were really excited to perform this for you tonight, and I really appreciate the energy that you gave back to them. Mr. Stern was kind of correct. There's a fair bit more work than 1 month. These children have been working on these songs for just prior to our holiday break. So they've been really working hard to bring. There's all these words that are really fast, and some words, of course, that they have to just learn what they meant. And I'm hoping that they got a really good sense of, sort of these main events that kind of led up to that summer in 1776. So it was really fun to work on, and the cast, those folks have been meeting me for about 5 weeks after school, and so parents, thank you for tending to the rides and helping out getting the costume pieces. I really do appreciate that, because all that comes together on a night like this. So thank you so much for being here tonight. Have a great evening.
But if you stood up here, it's about 100 degrees up here, so it feels like it's going to be soon. The snow is going to leave. All right, the children are going to go back to the rooms where you left them to pick them up. A couple of things. Of course, I have a couple of things I'd like to give away. For my friends up by Metro, they gave us some gift certificates for yogurt. For those of you that are watching your waistline, I watch mine every day. A couple other announcements out in the hallway are PTO. If you want some candy sticks, they're selling them. They're selling entertainment ones. And we are in partnership with the junior high folks. The junior high students are going to Washington, D.C., so they're selling chocolate bars out there. Okay? So on your way out, support those groups, our PTO. All right, seat numbers, here we go. How about B12? If you look on your seats, there's a number. The rows have a letter, and there's a number. I'm looking for B12 for our first gift card. B12, I think it's right over here somewhere. B12. I want B12.